Hello, welcome. My name is Sadek Shahadu. I am the West Africa Language Coordinator at Art and Feminism and also a steering committee member for the Wikimedia Language Diversity Hub. So this is a continuation of our engagement with the Pidgin Wikimedia community in Nigeria. And I have with me one of the most active contributors. We are going to have an interaction about how their community is working to, promote Pidgin language on Wikimedia projects. So I have with me one gentleman who contributes a lot to Wikimedia project. Can you please introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Ayokamni. Of course, I'm from Nigeria, and I'm one of the co-founders for the Nigerian Pidgin user group, where we try to ensure that we have a lot of contributors and also support editors in contributing to the Nigerian Pidgin.
Excellent. We are so happy to have you on this research. And so I would like to remind, before we start the interview, I wish to remind you that this particular interview is a recorded version, and as you have agreed, so please try to speak one at a time and clearly, so it is easier for everyone to understand you. I know you, and not everybody will know you as much as I do. So I expect that so many people will be watching the recording after the session. So please speak clearly and be concise as much as you can. Thank you. So my first question is...
So I should respond in Pidgin, right?
Yes. So This is a Pidgin, and you are free to speak in Pidgin. And I will be speaking in English, and then you speak in your language, which is the Pidgin. So could you tell us about or describe your language and its state on the internet?
Okay, as it be now, the Nigerian Pidgin be this particular language where people from Nigeria, they speak well. The thing be like say, now he hold everybody together. Because as Nigeria be now, we get a lot of languages with different Nigeria. We get the Yoruba, we get the Hausa. So everything just there. No be everybody sabi those kind of language. But now Pidgin, Nigeria Pidgin be one language we say everybody from Nigeria they speak. So if you don't sabi English, you go sabi Pidgin. So if you go place like Warri, you go place like Edo, you go place like for Igbo land, for Yoruba side, for Hausa, everybody they yarn Pidgin. So Pidgin they sweet to speak. So anybody, so if you go markets, if you go slum, if you go anywhere, just tell anybody, just speak for those a yarn for Pidgin like this before you even finish, like say like this. Yeah, they don't pick you up, they don't sabi how they go. So Pidgin are one language for Nigeria. We say everybody they always they yarn every time, and they sweet to they always they talk about. And so what they do now, they want make sure say as people they yarn for that Pidgin, they read information about them. And now the beautiful thing about the language we get, we say not just the one language where unite everybody for Nigeria, whether you be elite or you be people will see they try, or you dey middle, everybody sabi Pidgin. Even person wey go school, wey get all the whole degree, if you still come back, na see Pidgin they speak. Person wey no go school at all, still sabi Pidgin. So na so Pidgin before Nigeria.
Wow, that is very, very interesting to know. I know there are a lot of countries that do not have such a united front of like when it comes to language, just having one language that everybody speak. It's very interesting to know about Nigeria and how it connects all the tribes together or languages together. So my next question is, could you describe briefly how you became a contributor to Wikipedia?
As I become contributor, the thing don't take, no be today. The thing around 2015, the journey starts, and it just starts as I say, information about my country people, about my side. I see say more this information for Wikipedia no day. I just say, as normal boys now, I just try to say, okay, may I see this information for Wikipedia? I say, information wey dey about this thing no dey correct now. Waiting the yarn, waiting dey like this. I say this is no correct. I say, okay, waiting happen. As I see him, I say, I can't see the edit button. Edit button dey here. How far now? I shall they try them. I can't say people where they write about that topic. they don't even be na Nigerian people. Now people wey dey obodo Igbo, people wey be say na white people, they don't even know how they go for Nigeria. Now in the day, I just say this is not supposed to be as it be. So that's why I just start, just start connecting. And so I can see people for my Nigeria, for the Nigeria user group, those people just they don't dey there, can't pay, they sabi how they go. They just say, okay, how far make I enter, make we do photo walks, we do a lot of things, as I be photographer, that one to come enter, that one help. They say we do edit at song, that one help. Now so I shall they begin, they climb up the ladder, and now today I feel look back to say, okay, the experience where person don't build, they don't build house because no be small experience. So now so my journey starts for 2015.
Wonderful. That's very interesting. So what made you decide to participate in this project?
Oh, for this project though, what make I no lie you, what make me really participate now because I want to say make pidgin, make my language where I sabi pidgin, make it dey visible everywhere. Maybe people sabi say, okay, Nigerian pidgin they can't be, we know they move, nothing they move us. So now the reason why I want to participate is say I want to show visibility for my language. Maybe people know the diversity where they maybe people know say Nigerians they be like that, different language, fee plenty, fee yakpa, but pidgin now you hold everybody together. So now that main reason we be say I just okay, may I do this thing and say now for good cause.
Wonderful. That is very good. So now let's move to the technical aspect of things. Like I'm going to be asking questions that relates to the technical aspect of contribution to Wikipedia or how you contribute to Wikipedia. Can you describe the process of writing a Wikipedia article in your language?
Writing Wikipedia for my language, they're straightforward. Because as my language be like this, I feel stay here, feel stay from morning to night. I will just the yana. It is sweet to the talk, but now where the work on day, busy me also sit down on the right time. Now where the work for day, because say the language now more of say deviation where the language started from. Now more of people with the yana. So start from documentation. So because of that, the thing can make them hard, small. So as I yarn them like this, if you don't be like how I go write them. So for me, we write Wikipedia for my language. You go be say we go settle down, we go relax, body go dig ground. I'll come they pick them one by one. So if I say I yarn them, okay, Ayanam. So I say Ayanam if you don't be the right spelling because Ayanam now if you just put Y-A-R-N, if you be Y-A-N, so now just those things. So most important thing for my language, if you want to write them down, say you guys, your body guys dig ground and you guys understand, say there are some syllables, some vowel they that they conscious of all of those things so that you know go they mix them up and so that it goes still they concrete.
Wonderful. So how do you select an article to write on Pidgin Wikipedia?
As a day like this, the way me I dey select article and the way we dey tell people, may they see the work and they say first thing first, Nigeria guys they cover because na Nigeria this language dey. So every article we dey about Nigeria, we be dey about Lagos, we dey about Warri, we dey about everywhere. Me will first translate now, me will cover, me will say this in the Wikipedia, this in the Yakpa. So if you don't do Nigeria finish now, we go to Bodo Igbo. Translate article for America, even go Ghana, go everywhere. But more now says Nigeria we start from. So now for me now, I feel just look article say this thing don't date this thing never did. I feel just okay, maybe now one politician, but I shall like say make I shall do Nigeria, make I just say Nigeria things don't dey yakpa for time before I go move to other side.
Awesome. Cool. That sounds like really interesting. And the fact that you are starting with your language is very important to us as a community, and we are so much interested in knowing more about how this community will support each other to build the Pidgin language out of the incubator. So I want to also know, do you usually translate articles from another language? If yes, which languages do you normally translate from?
As it be so, Pidgin is still related to maybe na him father, maybe na him papa, na him mama, na him brother, na English. So English be like Pidgin baba or be like Pidgin brother. So they still dey together. So and you say na English, na dey more common for Nigeria in terms of Wikipedia. We get other language Wikipedia, but na English dey more popular pass. Na English get more articles. English articles wey dey English about Nigeria the yakpa. So if you want to do translation like that, and English we they use, we'll just go English Wikipedia, pick one article, as we say, this article is set like that, go carry them, translate them, then yarn them. So now English we they use, they run them.
Wow, wonderful. So what are the major technical challenges for contributors in your languages Wikipedia? Like technical challenges in terms of like, maybe starting an article, somebody wants to learn. Of course, you are still in the incubator. If they want to add a reference, it's not as straight as.
The challenge is the yakba, because the yakba, as it be now, we say people they yarn for pidgin where there's sometimes people they yarn for pidgin where people they speak pidgin, they plenty for Nigeria everywhere, pidgin. But the wahala can be say if you want come put them down at the wahala. So if you come now that wahala, just put them down na wahala. So if you want come carry and come the domain where Wikipedia day, incubator, that one another technical wahala. So say na incubator a day. So you go tell people maybe they go on websites where it's even the way they sound, it sound like botanica. You don't even understand within the yarn. So just go there. Yeah, I go this way. So the thing they hard for people when they can't enter, you can't just say, now like this, now like this, now like this. People say, what's in they happen? Now coding be this, and what will they do? So the thing they hard, try they guide them say, okay, now like this, so just do this one if you do. If not this one, just do this one. If not reference, just try they guide them. But the thing they hard because the way the thing they strange and they like more like coding. So now that thing, see they make them they hard. Nobody everybody get that kind of brain. We go quickly carry that kind of thing. So that one they had us where they had us.
Okay, thank you so much for this. Thank you for sharing all these wonderful insights with us from the community that you belong. That is the Pidgin Wikipedia or Wikimedia Community. It's so nice to learn from all the things that you do. So now let's dive deeper into other questions which are still technical. I know you are still in the incubator, but are they or were there any special technical difficulties for your community with regards to the Wikimedia incubator? That is, if you are still in the incubator, or maybe the process of getting your wiki approved.
As it be now, say the incubator will be small wahala. The thing they complicated. So it gets some few key we go do that incubator be say some of us fit sabi am as say we don't edit one Wikipedia or the other. Some of us now we don't they edit English, we even go another language, they edit them again. So as one cause we don't try. They build another person language. They build all these Oyibo language now. Maybe they build our own. So now our own we go support our own better. But as we try to do that kind of thing now, can dey easy. Even though it easy for some of us, but for people where they bring say now they speak pidgin now. Like pidgin now. Can't rep na pidgin. Maybe they put pidgin for Wikipedia. But they easy because a lot of them they never edit out. They never do any other Wikipedia apart from this one where they call them. So the thing they hard. I'm not gonna lie you. They hard. So now the challenge. So we shall we do say we shall want carry user group. So I thought make you shall at least if you don't do recognize as user group, we go do much more easier. To so that one see in the process. But I'm not gonna lie you. For them to edit for that incubator, the thing they had.
Awesome. So what devices do people in your community use more often when they are contributing to Wikipedia?
People with their side, they never hammer most. Most of them they try to target people will say they speak indigenously and they speak Nobody say people will say they form, they don't go speak So some of them they see the students, some of them now people will be say now just they do all this menial job, some of them they do baba, some of them they all of those fields where you say they never gather more. So most people where they work on top and mobile phone they use. So now their phone and the thing they did more harder for them. So now mobile phone most they use.
Okay. That's interesting to me. So in other words, that means more people are contributing through their mobile phone than other devices.
Nothing. So
all right. So are there any other technical challenges related to devices like the mobile phone as they are contributing? I know some people, they feel comfortable editing with their mobile phone, but other people like myself, it may be difficult for me because I'm used to computer. So, like, for instance, if you want to maybe navigate through, but different pages on mobile phone, it may not be easy as like opening new tabs on computer. Can you describe other related devices aside?
As it is, we say, so they do for mobile phone, they easy like that for them. But people they manage. And as Nigeria, people where the more people be a survivor, they go just okay, we don't enter Amabi, I'll go manage feed drum. So they easy. The problem where they on top the problem gidigba where so most times, we say, oh, yeah, not like this, or yeah, do it like this. Before they try they load one page, before they don't do them, the thing don't go again. So it dey hard for them to use that mobile phone because it's in the format, be like say person they use PC. But we still get people be say among them, they say, this mobile phone, mama, bad though. This thing at least anytime where I day, I feel they do this thing where and they do them, and even at one they do, if not two they do. And I still edit for us. So some people say, but most people they find them hard to do.
Okay, wonderful. So is your community more active on other Wikimedia projects? And if so, which ones?
Okay. As it be now, say our community, as I say, they be no be say only say pidgin they speak. So we get people for our community be say they be photographers, maybe they yakba. We get people for our community, we be say them too when it comes to say data analysis, the Sabian. So for our community, we get people to say that they contribute very well to Wikimedia Commons because they be photographers, all these pictures now, maybe they know way, so they tell them. So yeah, don't be saying not only Niger Pidgin, I go they put them on top or be now only say you go they edit, maybe now put all these pictures, load down for Wikimedia Commons. Maybe people know say more Niger, no be they play for years, so they contribute to Wikimedia Commons. Some they contribute to Wikidata too because we they do some few projects and say Wikidata. So make Nigerian Pidgin day for label for Wikidata as well. So they contribute to Wikidata too as well. So not just that two projects they contribute to us.
Awesome. So since you contribute to Wikimedia Commons and Wikidata and the main Pidgin Wikipedia, do your community reuse or plan to reuse like the project's materials like Wikipedia articles or Wikimedia Commons images or videos, or let's say Wikidata items outside Wikimedia? Do you plan to do that, or are you already doing that?
No, all of them, we never really do that because as I did with you now, our community now still very young. We never even, so the community is still inside Bele. We never even born them yet. Maybe we just do them, say we try to load down. So we never even really they do much like that. We try to do things where if you do small for inside incubator, people will do for Wikidata, we do yeah, we load images for Wikidata they do. So we never see they do that kind of big projects as the case may be, or how would they do more engagement, some of those things. So now still small we dey load them.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice. Now let's talk about economy or economic issues about your community and also you as a person. On a personal level, do you think the economy is a limiting factor for you when contributing to Wikipedia? If so, can you describe how and why?
As it is now everywhere, even where you go, the economy itself, don't be say the thing just a smile for them. The thing they everywhere, the thing just a tight, just a tight. So the economy is an issue for us for the Nigerian Pidgin because at a time we be volunteer. Nobody say people they give us money, nobody they give us money. Now we they use our internet, now we go use our phone, now we they use our resources, now we they use our time. At that time it's important. That time they important. So nobody they yarn us any money. Now we they do. So the thing they limited. So times where we say as a young man where you don't go hustle, you won't go make money. That time again, you say, I think I contribute for this Niger incubator, Pidgin incubator now. All of those. So the thing shall the daily meeting. So person just the shall they use the sense they carry out. So the economy way they harsh, they affect some of our contribution way some of our people they make. Some people say, well, okay, I don't feel contribute for this week. I bet this week I they run this, I need to do this, I need to. So now something normal. And we go understand because we know they pay them to contribute so as it be.
Nice. I think these are similar challenges most people face in Africa. Yeah, so now let's talk about the community. Do you think the economy is limiting factor to you as a community? Like maybe you plan to do bigger project, but because of some economic issues, you are not able to do it.
That kind of thing. No go dey. I don't feel answer that kind of question straightforward because as it is now, we never really plan big project like that, and so we never really see second more affected. But we know say if you want plan any big project, we go don understand say economy dey economy dey, so we just use them. So place where we say we suppose use one because say we know say economy go fit enter, inflation go put through just so that just in case we go get them for miscellaneous, we feel they get them for plan B, plan C, all those logistic things. So we never really plan big project. So I don't feel talk. I don't feel talk like this and like this. It could be as it be.
Okay, nice. So can you estimate how much you spend on data per month? When you are contributing to Wikipedia?
When I dey contribute to Wikipedia, the data per month where I dey spend no be small thing now because the data just they go up every day. It's no small thing. So if I want stock am for my currency, I feel say okay, in a month, I go spend like 5,000 Nigerian naira. If you just put am like that, say for months, I go still spend 5,000 Nigerian naira for data. Say I will contribute.
Wow, that's interesting. So do you use any other support system to cover the cost, like getting internet equipment support for contributors?
As it is now, we dey try they bridge am small, people contribute. Oh, yeah, I get data subsidy, yeah, I get this, so that you get support. So we don't do some projects, we foundation help us with happy for do just some few ones, but we never really even get the right support that we need because we never really come out as way we suppose don't come out. So we just do them small. So not just small data, but wetin we dey happy for be say people for our community they understand. So if you tell them say how far may I do this thing, I just this 500 naira data subsidy we get, they go carry and the good system, they go do more than so we dey try to pitch up small.
Wow, nice. Now let's go to some of the final questions I'll be asking you. I know we spent a lot of time talking about other issues. Let's talk about education and knowledge. Can you describe the level of literacy or educational level among your community members?
As a day be say, I don't go lie you, my community member, they no be all of them go school. People wey dey and I go dey talk am anywhere. Say people wey dey my community, they no be people wey go school. Most people wey dey, they no even sabi, they no even go school. Some of them I just say they shall dey. Some of them no get option to go school. Some of them, but people still dey for my community be say they go school where they carry the degree. But when it comes to education level, no be all of them go school. A lot of them no service school, no go school at all. I will like them like that because no more issue of say people go they feel say I go school, go school, suppose they. So all of them see they feel along, they work together, whether I go school, not go school, and now waiting them because they're happy.
Okay, wonderful. So, okay. Thank you so much for all the wonderful responses. Now let's move to education. Can you describe the level of literacy or educational level among your community members?
As it be now, the education they differ. We get people who say they sabi book, they go school where, and we get people who say they no go school. So, but most people who did there, they not to sabi school, they not to go school. Nah. We get people who say we go school, but most people who did, they know to go school.
Nice. So do institutions in your region use your language as one of the medium of instructions?
For now, we don't really get that one because our language never they that gidigba like that. Very social, but they use them like that, so we no get. But they use them for informal setting, but for formal setting, they use them.
Wonderful. That's great to know. So, are you encouraged to, or maybe discouraged to speak your language in educational institutions or in your communities?
As it be now, my language na something be say I dey proud for anytime, any day. Anytime where any day I go yarn am, say even our president dey, I go yarn and give president, even if not anybody, because the language be say they meet people for the up, they meet people for the down. So I dey proud and encouraged to speak am anytime.
Wow. Okay. Do you have existing or plan to have collaborations with educational institutions?
Yes, we get it. They part of our plans, but our whole structure it dey different from the typical structure wey you go see. In the sense, say wetin we dey try dey do be say we dey collaborate with people wey dey intimate or wey dey close to our target audience. So you get one institution we say we wan dey partner with now. Be say they dey train, people wey no to go school, train them on how to they fit they maybe they make clothes, they do shoe, they do all sorts, and they train them for this pidgin language. So we won't say partner together as they train them for that one, we do go train them for this side. So now part of the partnership we want to do. So we no fit go school because you know fit they use them for school. So these are core areas where if they look at where they work around with. Yeah.
Sounds good. Interesting. Now let's go to the final part of the questions. I'm going to talk about social right now. How would you describe the diversity, like in terms of gender, age, geography, and educational level of your contributors?
As it be now, we get more for gender now. We get more men than women. Though we they try to beat that gap because we understand say now women they be like sorts for everything. So we they try to see how we feel regulate that. But for now, we get more men than women. So for the geography location, as it did now, because where the ginger they come from now from southwest. So we did more within the southwest, but we dey look how we fit go other side as well. So now something we say we dey work on. And the other one we say age, say young people get it by anywhere where they see anything where they bloom or where they rubber. And young people dey there. So we get more young people for our inside our community in the main.
Wonderful. And the educational level, what are the
Yeah,
educational?
educational level. We get people where they sabi book, we get different degrees they yakpa. And we get people who say they never sabi book at all. But most people we get now people who say they not to go to school like that, And yet, they discriminate. Everybody day together getting back.
That's very interesting. So, does your community participate in Wikimedia event outside your own community or engage with other Wikimedia communities like, Wikimania, Wikiindawa, and all the other?
For now, our community never participates in any of those events. The reason be say, number one, we never they recognize as a user group. So there are some things we be like say we no fit show body because they never recognize us as user group. And also be say wetin we dey do be say we no want to go outside first. We want first come together, create a system where within ourselves, put our house together so that when we don't go our community, we go here, where it's easy for us to go out. So we shall want first go our community for inside first before we say we won't go represent for outside.
Wonderful. Can you describe how the community has developed over the last few years?
Development, it did there. Even though our development will be like say this thing just this slow, but we enjoy like that, and slow and steady. Before now, people don't even know say the feel write pigeon down. People just feel say if you just the young pigeon or the young them like this, now when people they feel say if they feel the Niger pigeon. But our development don't show say people they write them down. We don't they get community, we don't they get people they say yeah, we they part of this community. So we understand say that goes there and we they happy anytime, any day.
Wow. So as a community, what are your top priorities for the future?
Okay, priority. Our priority be say number one for the future. We say we won't carry, make they recognize us as affiliates. Make we a foundation, just knock us affiliates. If they knock us our affiliates now, if they help us, it go ginger us, it go hold our body well. So that's about it. And number two priority be say make we spread well. Make this no be just say for now only just one side we day. Make we spread that was. Nigeria, make everybody anywhere any day. Say Nigeria Pidgin day and we know they go anywhere.
So my final wrap-up question would be what would you consider the top 3 challenges for your community?
Okay, top 3 challenges, top 3 challenges plenty as I dey talk since challenges plenty, no dey easy. Waiting person go do, we go do successful. challenges guys dey, challenges no dey, that thing guys go check am. So for us now, number one challenge wey we get right now be say number one, we never be affiliates, we no get that recognition, so limits dey for wetin we fit do. Abi, number one challenge, I don't know how we go fit edit am o. That's not number one. Number one challenge be say technical know-how. Most of our people, they won't contribute. When we go there, they won't yarn, they're ready to contribute, they won't yarn, they won't do this thing. That's like number one, technical, they won't yarn. But if you say, make it then come put this thing, come on top Wikipedia, maybe use and write article now, it can't be wahala, they don't go feed drum. So that technical know-how for how Wikipedia they do they do. So we never really get down. So that thing they hold us back, they give us challenge. And number two be say, we never dey recognized, really as an affiliate, we never dey recognized, we never get, so there's a partnership be say we fit do. So recognition and funding, they dey together. Since we never dey recognized, the day limits of wetin wey we fit do, and the thing no fit dey help us, and because say we know they get the right funding, so sometimes our money we fit dey use, they move, they do all of those things. And then the third one be say our location. Most people wey dey na just with the way they ginger us now, just one location you dey. So you never really move to the third Nigeria, move there. So that won't be our challenges.
Okay. Wow. So that is it about the interview. Is there any other thing that you wanted me to mention that I didn't mention in the interview?
As it be now, be like say you do well. Most of the things wey dey my mind, where everyone share, you don't ask me one way or the other. So nothing where I won't hard again, because they do well. So I would just say wetin they do, na something we say it makes sense, na something we say everybody guys promote, we guys put together, because if they put our language out there, people could know say, okay, this language but this language no go anywhere. So I would just say well done, say may na dey do more, and the effort, everything, go dey waste. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the insightful information, and we are very happy for you giving us the chance to speak to you and also learn more about your community. My name is Sadek Shahadu. I'm the West African Language Coordinator at Art and Feminism, and also a steering committee member for the Wikimedia Language Diversity Hub. Thank you. Bye.